Hi guys, welcome back to the optional elimination series. Guys, in these videos, I am going to share my unique option elimination techniques which has helped me to crack the prelims examination all 6 times with a huge margin. Guys, I was able to clear the forestry cutoff also in most of my attempts, and my average score has been more than 125 marks. And I can tell you from my experience that if you really want to score very high marks in the prelims examination, guys, just knowledge is not going to help you. You need skills of optional elimination techniques which makes your attempt a smart attempt. So guys, today I'm here with you with one more technique, and if you master this technique, I can tell you it is all those questions which come based on that technique you will be able to solve. Guys, in any competition, in any war, you have to understand your enemy. You have to understand your opponent. Here, who is the opponent, guys? The person who is framing the question is your opponent. If you do not understand how he thinks, if you do not understand how he acts, then you will not be prepared for the moves which he will make. So my attempt is to help you understand your opponent. Your opponent is what? The person who is framing your question. Once you understand how they are thinking, then your journey will become very smooth. And that is my agenda here, guys, to share with you all those techniques, all those strategies that has helped me to crack the prelims examination. And I can assure you that if you follow these techniques, guys, then you will definitely crack the prelims examination. And over the period of last couple of days, I have been sharing a lot of videos on optional elimination, trend analysis. So this series is going to continue till the prelims examination. So stay tuned. And please share this video, please like the video and do comment, because your likes and comments are the only motivation for me, guys. Otherwise, what I am getting, I have already I have qualified this prelims examination so many times. I qualified my state service examination also. What else I need? Your motivation, your support, really it motivates me to share more and more knowledge with you. Guys, so let's begin, guys. So today the technique which I am here with you to share is called a polity technique. Is a technique from the polity section, and that technique says that whenever the statement uses the phrase constitution defines, constitution mandates, constitution explains, generally those statements are incorrect. Generally those statements are incorrect. Guys, let me tell you the basic philosophy why this happens. Guys, you all know what is constitution. Constitution is the fundamental law of the country. Constitution is the fundamental law of the country. Since it is the fundamental law, it only gives a framework. It only gives a framework for the government. It does not talk details. Obviously, if constitution starts talking the details, then the constitution will become very bulky. I hope you have read this in your polity. So obviously, whenever a sentence says that the constitution classifies, constitution explains, constitution defines, generally those statements have high probability of being incorrect or of incorrect. Guys, I hope I am making sense to you. What is the logic here? See, the constitution is a framework law. It is a broad principles. Constitution consists broad principle. It does not consist details. If constitution starts containing the details, then what will happen? Everything will become very bulky. The constitution will become very bulky. So constitution most of the cases empowers the parliament to come out with a law and talk details. And I will give you future questions also. So stay tuned till the end of the video. I will give you future questions. How future UPSC will ask questions. So let's start, guys. So let us see this question. This came in last year's prelims 2022. You can read the question here. Consider the following statement. The Constitution of India classifies the ministers into 4 ranks. Classifies. The Constitution of India classifies. So this statement will be incorrect because Constitution does not classify ministers into any four category. So this statement will be incorrect. Guys, it is as simple as that. So you can easily eliminate. And you will get the answer. The total number of ministers in the union government, including the prime minister, shall not exceed 15% of the total number of members of the Lok Sabha. This is correct. So the answer is B only. Answer is B only. This statement has been used in the previous PYQs also. to frame question. Okay, so that is why understanding the trend, understanding the optional elimination technique and solving the PYQs, if you do this and if your current affairs is good, if you are reading the Optima notes, you need not do anything else, guys. Okay, let us go to the next question. Next question also came in 2022 Civil Services Prelims Examination. Okay, pursuant to the report of H.N. Sanyal Committee, the Contempt of Court Act 1971 was passed. The Constitution of India empowers the Supreme Court and High Court to punish for the contempt of themselves. The Constitution of India defines civil and criminal contempt. In India, the Parliament is vested with the power to make laws on the contempt of court. Guys, if you minutely observe the statements, what you will say that statement 2 and statement 3 both talks about what? Constitution of India empowering something and Constitution of India defining something. So guys, which is detailed? Okay, out of these two statements, which one is a detailed statement? Okay, honestly, take a moment, take 10 seconds and answer me, and please write in the comment box. Either the statement 2 is detailed or statement 3 is detailed. Obviously statement 3 is detailed, is more detailed. So obviously Constitution is not going to define these details in the Constitution because it is just a framework, just a broad principle. So obviously statement 3 is going to be incorrect. Statement 3 is going to be incorrect. Now let us see statement 1, 2 and 4. Guys, okay, logic says what? If statement 1 is correct, that there is a law which is Contempt of Court Act, then obviously statement 4 has to be correct. Obviously statement 4 has to be correct because that law will be legislated by the Parliament only. So statement 1 and 4 has to go together. Statement 1 and 4 has to go together. So therefore we get the answer B, 1, 2 and 4 only. I hope I am making sense to you guys. If you really like this approach of solving question, if you really like this, okay, the idea, the broad principles, the thinking process which is going behind solving this question, that which of the following, statement 2 or statement 3 is more detailed, requires more detail. Obviously statement 3 requires more detail, so statement 3 can be eliminated. So the answer will be 1, 2 and 4 only, guys. Let's move to the next question, guys. Civil Services 2021 prelims question. Let us see. Here also you see the statement says what? The governor of the RBI is appointed by the central government, which is obviously correct. The second statement says that the certain provisions of the Constitution of India give central government the right to give directions to the RBI in the public interest. So here also you see Constitution of India giving power to the central government to give directions to the RBI. Okay, guys, this also, okay, this is not correct. This is not correct. Okay, I'll give you more logic. Okay, if you follow our rule, okay, my rule says what? Whenever the question says that, okay, Constitution empowers, Constitution defines, Constitution clarifies, generally that statement will be incorrect. Generally statement will be incorrect, but I'll give you one more logic. The governor of RBI draws power from the RBI Act. Okay, so clearly, okay, this statement 3 is correct. Okay, this statement 3 is correct, and if statement 3 is correct, then statement 2 and 3 cannot be, okay, cannot be correct together. Statement 2 and 3 cannot be correct together. Statement 2 and 3 cannot be correct together because at least statement 2 or statement 3 has to be correct. So high chances are that, okay, because Constitution will not go into such details because Constitution is a broad principles. That's it. Okay, Constitution is just a broad principle, and there is a high chance that statement 1 and 3 is correct. So the answer is C only. Answer is C only. Okay, guys, I hope I'm making sense, guys. Let us move, guys. Let us see a question on Civil Services 2020. Let us read the question. Constitution of India defines basic structure in terms of federalism, secularism, fundamental rights and democracy. Again, you see here, defines. Although we all know that basic structure has been a judicial innovation. We all know this. Okay, but suppose you don't know this. It's a judicial innovation. In the Keshav Nanda Bharti case. Okay, we know this. Suppose you don't know this, but if you know my rule says what? Whenever the statement says the Constitution defines something, generally that statement will incorrect. And you see, it says that it defines with these details. Obviously, detailing is not allowed in the Constitution. detailing is not allowed in the constitution. Generally it is not allowed, whether only in very important bodies only detailing is allowed. So this statement is incorrect. Second statement, the Constitution of India provides for judicial review to safeguard citizens' liberties and preserve the ideals of the constitution. This is correct. So statement 2 is correct. So answer is 2 only. This also, judicial review is a repeated theme, in the UPSC, okay, in the PYQs. So you should always prepare this judicial review properly. You see how, so you can I tell this, can I say this, okay, if smart techniques, smart option elimination technique, okay, plus the PYQ plus the trend analysis plus current affairs. If you do this, okay, diligently, really if you do this diligently, because many of the places you will see that, okay, they have given this optional elimination techniques, but this is not very scientifically they have explained you. Okay, many people, okay, might have said, okay, this constitution defines, so generally those statements will be incorrect. But why? Because once you understand why, because constitution is a broad principle, guys. Constitution is not going to define everything in detail, otherwise constitution will become very bulky. And you all know that Indian constitution already it's a very bulky document. Okay, and that is one of the criticisms of Indian constitution. Okay, so guys, I hope you are making, okay, you are able to get what I am trying to tell. Okay, next question, let us see here. Okay, you can see here this question, Civil Services 2020. Again, you see here, the President of India can summon the sessions of Parliament. Obviously correct. The Constitution of India provides 3 sessions of Parliament, but it is not mandatory to conduct all 3 sessions. Guys, this is incorrect because it says Constitution of India provides. So this violates our rule which says that Constitution defines, classifies, provides. Such kind of statements are incorrect. Further, you see, whenever, if suppose you see, one more rule is what? Complex statement is incorrect. You see, first part it says what? Constitution provides, and second part it says it is not mandatory. Can it happen? Whatever Constitution says, obviously it should be mandatory. So this statement is removed. Third statement says there is no minimum number of days. Obviously this is correct. There is no minimum number of days. So the answer is 1 and 3 only. 1 and 3 only. Next question, let us see here. Okay, this we have already discussed. Okay, let us see a question from 2019 prelims. Okay, Attorney General of India and Solicitor General of India are the only officers of the government who are allowed to participate in the meeting of the Parliament. According to the Constitution of India, again you see, according to the Constitution of India, Attorney General submits his resignation when the government, okay, resigns. When the government which appoints him resigns. So guys, this is again incorrect, because again I have told you the rule says that whenever they say Constitution says this, Constitutions, okay, generally those statements are incorrect. Here another rule will be there. You see, if you see what is the theme of the question, what is the theme of the question? The theme of the question is what? Attorney General. The theme of the question is Attorney General. But you see in option 1, if you read option 1, you see they have, okay, so artificially they have added one more office here, Solicitor General, because you see there is nothing about Solicitor General in statement 2 and there is no statement 3 also. This clearly shows that they are adding this here, okay, so this statement is incorrect. Okay, this statement is incorrect because Solicitor General is not allowed. And also you see another optional technique which says only, generally that statement also makes, okay, this is incorrect. So guys, so I hope you understood the principle. The principle says that whenever it says that the Constitution defines, Constitution classifies, generally those statements are incorrect. And what is the philosophy behind that? What is the logic behind that? Because in the Constitution, it is not possible for to define everything. Okay, for example, citizenship. Okay, in future what question can come? Question can come regarding citizenship. There are broad principles are given in the Constitution, but the details are given in the law made by Parliament. Law made by Parliament, which is the Citizenship Act 1955. Okay, details. Okay, how it can be acquired, how it can be removed. Okay, these things, how it can be taken back. It can be given in the Citizenship Act. The Parliament only gives the broad principles. The Constitution only gives the broad principles. But Constitution empowers the Parliament to make laws. Okay, so I hope you understand the logic. Okay, so guys, I hope you are following the 120 days timetable, guys. Okay, and in the timetable, okay, I have given in the timetable, okay, along the 120 days timetable, I have given, okay, a lot of tests. There are total 60 tests. Okay, the total 60 tests. These 60 tests are very essential for you, okay, to gain that confidence and to apply these techniques there, guys. Okay, it is said that if you want to become a good cook, you need to cook. Just by reading books on cooking is not going to make you a good cook. If you want to become a fighter, you have to fight it. Just watching movies that, okay, you have to go fight this fight sequence, that is not going to help you. You have to fight out in the ring. Similarly, guys, if you really want to apply this optional elimination technique inside the examination hall, if you really want to score very high marks in the prelims, if you really want to solve questions in the prelims examination, guys, you need to practice. Need to practice hard. Okay, because these 100 days are going to change your life. Guys, I am very sad when I, okay, interact with students who come to me, because students, see guys, I, you know, okay, I rarely do any kind of marketing. Okay, I rarely do, really, you must have seen me calling anyone. Okay, so when the students come to me, they come to me with a state of helplessness. Sir, 2 साल से नहीं निकल रहा है, सर 4 साल से नहीं निकल रहा है, सर क्या करें? Guys, okay, let me tell you guys something very frankly. Guys, prelims, okay, people say that prelims is unpredictable, but guys, if prelims was unpredictable, how can someone crack 6 out of 6 times? How can someone, if prelims is unpredictable, how can someone crack the prelims exam 6 out of 6 times? How can someone score 70%, not just once, multiple number of times? How can someone score more than 40 marks, more than 50 marks, more than cutoff? More than 40-30 marks more than cutoff I have scored, except my first attempt when I scored just, I think, 5 to 10 marks more than cutoff. Okay, I have scored more than, okay, 50 marks more than cutoff in my most of the attempts. So guys, this means what? This means what? Civil services is predictable exam, but if your strategy is right, if your technique is right, if your direction is right, then only you are going to make it. So guys, I highly recommend everyone to watch these videos, read my Optima notes. Okay, Optima compilation notes, they are very good, they are excellent, they are unparalleled. Okay, please read the Optima notes, don't ignore. Guys, last year most of the current affairs were from the Optima notes, and please solve the Optima test regularly. So thank you guys, bye bye, take care. Please do comment in the video so that I get to know, I get motivated, that I have to come out with more videos, with more insights, with more knowledge, with more techniques, so that I can make your life very simpler. So guys, do like, share and comment. Thank you, bye bye, take care.